This goes with lesson 4 in the probability unit. It's called Area Models, and we start out with a game called Making Purple. We have 2 spinners, and the way to make purple, if you know colors, is to mix red and blue. So you win the game if you make purple by spinning a red on spinner A and a blue on spinner B. It says to play the game 50 times. We played it 25 times in class, so our numbers are just going to be out of 25, just so you know that, 25 instead of 50. And what we did, we found out different probabilities in different classes. I'm going to use the data from one of my classes. We got 2 purples twice out of 25 times, which means 23 of the times we did not make purple. So it's either purple or not purple. And if we want to get a percent, well, 2 out of 25 would be, let's see, times 4 would be 100. So 8% of the time we made purple, and then 92% of the time we did not get purple. So now we want to look and see, that's our experimental probability. We want to see about the theoretical probability. So here, we're going to make something called an area model instead of doing a tree diagram. This is just a different tool for determining different outcomes. So we're going to go like this. We have 2 spinners, brown, red, green. I'm going to put those choices up on the top, brown, red, green, and I'm doing BR since we have another one that starts with B for blue. And then our other spinner, blue, orange, yellow, I'm going to put those outcomes down the side. Blue, orange, yellow. And then I'm going to draw some lines to show our different outcomes. And then I'm going to write up all the combinations. So just make sure that if you go with the top color and the side color each time, that you are consistent. It doesn't matter if you, on this first box, went brown, blue, or blue, brown. But if you're going to go brown, blue, I'm using my top color, then my side color. Then just be consistent. Always use, then I've got red, blue, green, blue. So just be consistent because the order might matter at some point. So here we have brown, orange, red, orange, green, orange. Then we have brown, yellow, red, yellow, green, yellow. And remember, we win the game if we make purple, and the only way to make purple is with the red, blue, and there's only one place where it's red and blue, and there it is, 1 out of 9. So what the theoretical probability of getting purple is 1/9. If we make that a percent, we divide, we get approximately 11%. And then not purple is the other 8 out of 9. And when we make that a percent, we get 0.8 repeating. That would round up to 89%. So that's our theoretical probability of making purple. If you compare that to our experimental probability, we weren't off too much. We had 8% for purple instead of 11%. And then we had 92% instead of 89%. So our experimental probability was pretty close to our theoretical probability of what should have happened. Let's look at the next slide. We're still talking about the Making Purple game, but it says tickets at the school carnival cost 50 cents each. It takes 4 tickets to play the Making Purple game. So think about that. If it's 4 tickets, 50 cents each, it's going to cost $2 a person to play the game. The prizes awarded to the winners cost the school $5 each. So when somebody wins, we give them a prize. It costs us $5. And they're saying, let's suppose 36 people play the game. So if 36 people play the game, how many would you expect to win? Well, the probability says 1 out of 9 should win. So 1/9 of 36, we would expect to have 4 winners. Okay? In theory. Might be more, might be less, but theoretically we should have 4 winners. How much money will the school take in from this game? Well, 36 people, and we know it costs $2 to play the game. So we're going to make $72 off of those 36 people. That's we're going to take it in. That doesn't mean we're going to make a profit. That's how much we're going to take in. How much money would you expect the school to pay out in prizes? Well, we expect we're going to have 4 winners, and the prizes we're giving away cost $5 each. So it's going to cost us $20 in prizes. And then how much profit would you expect the school to make from this game? Well, we're making $72. We're taking in 72. It's costing us $20 in prizes, so we're going to make a profit of $52. Go ahead and pause that if you need to look that over again. All right, here's a different version of the Making Purple game. We still need to get red and blue, but we have different spinners. And you have to choose whether to spin each spinner once, or to spin spinner A twice, or spinner B twice. And the order you get the red and blue doesn't matter. You just need to get one red and one blue to be considered making purple. So we're going to do area models for the 3 different situations. So spinning A twice. Well, A has 4 colors on it. It has red, yellow, blue, green. And if we spin the same spinner again, it's still red, yellow, blue, green. So we're going to draw all our sections. And this time I'm not going to make you write out all the combinations because we're not asking probabilities of all different things. Let's just go ahead and write winner, W, for the ones where it is a winner. So red with blue, this one's a winner, okay? And then this red with this blue, this is a winner. You don't need to draw the arrows. I'm just showing you how I got those 2 as the winners. So there were 2 ways to win in this game out of 4 by 4, so it's 16, which means we have a 1/8 chance of winning. If you remember 1/8 as a percent, it is actually exact. I was going to put approximately 12.5%. You don't have to change all of these percents, but I think it's easier to compare them since they have different denominators in percent form. All right, so spin B twice. Well, B, we only have 3 colors, red, green, blue, and we're going to do it again, the same spinner, red, green, blue. Draw our sections in, and since I don't need to know all of the outcomes, I just need to know where we have winners. Here's a winner, red and blue. Here's a winner, blue and red. So this time we had 2 ways of winning out of 9. As a percent, that is approximately 22% because it's 0.2 repeating. And then finally, what if we spin each spinner once? Let's see, red, yellow, green, blue. That's if we spin A first, and then we have red, green, blue on the side. So we're going to have 4 columns going down. Didn't do that too neatly. And then 3 rows going across. And again, we're looking for the red and the blue to intersect. So here's a winner. And then blue and red, here's a winner. So again, there's still 2 ways of winning, this time out of 12, which simplifies to 1/6. And if you remember, 1/6 as a decimal is 0.1666666 forever. And that is going to round up to about 17%. So now I can easily see that the best way to win this game is to spin spinner B twice. That has the highest percentage chance of winning. All right, we have one more example in our notes, and this time we have a bag of marbles. And the bag of marbles has 3 orange marbles and 2 blue marbles. We have 5 marbles altogether, obviously. It says you are to choose a marble, then return it to the bag, and then choose a second marble. And we're going to make an area model to represent this. So we're going to have orange, 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 blue, blue. Then we're going to put the marble back. So we're still going to have 3 oranges in when we pick the next marble and 2 blues. It's going to be different tomorrow when we don't replace the marble, but today, replace the marble. So we need 5 columns going down, 5 rows going across. So what you could do is label every single box. Orange, 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 blue, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go like this. We're going to section off, kind of chunk them. Put a line here between where the orange and the blues are, and here where the orange and the blues are. And now, everything in this top left kind of quadrant, those would all be orange, orange, and instead of having to write that in all 9 boxes, I'm just going to put it like that. On the top right, we would get orange, blue. The bottom left, we would get blue, orange, and on the bottom right, blue, blue. So the question says, if we did this experiment 100 times, how many times would you expect to draw 2 marbles of the same color? Well, the same color would be either orange, orange. So here 9 boxes are all orange, orange, right? And then over here, blue, blue. Those count as the same color twice. So we have a total of 13 boxes where we have the same color marble being drawn twice. So 13 chances out of 25. Well, the question is, what would that be out of 100? Well, it's times 4. So if we double 13 twice, 26, 52. So 52 times we would expect to get the same color 2 times in a row. So here's the assignment. You're going to do a whole bunch of area models. I want to point out a few things. On this first area model, we have a spinner and we're spinning it twice, red, white, and blue. So when you make this area model, I'm going to go ahead and start it with you. Red, white, blue. And we're going to spin the same spinner a second time, red, white, blue. We've got our columns. We have our rows. Because they're asking for all of these different questions about probabilities, numbers 3 through 8, we do need to write out what all the outcomes are. We're not going to do any chunking or just write where the winners are, because there's all sorts of different winners. There's all different questions. So I'm going to start with my letter on the left and match it with the letter on the top this time. So I could get red, 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 white, red, blue. I could get white, red, white, 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 blue. I could get blue, red, blue, white, or blue, blue. So sometimes the questions will say the order matters. So a blue, red is different than a red, blue. Other times it doesn't matter. So a blue, red, and a red, blue are the same thing. So just pay attention to what they're asking. On the next one, I would put the red and green on the side because you're only doing half, and then put the blue, orange, yellow across the top. And then on this page, the last page, we have 2 spinners. Notice on spinner B, that green section is a whole lot bigger than the other sections. So when you go to make your area model, consider this as having 6 sections. So when you go to make your colors across the top, you're going to need to do blue, red, yellow, and then you have to list green, green, green 3 times. So count, you can't just do blue, red, yellow, green because they're not all equal. So just a hint on that one. The rest of this, I think you should be good. Let me know if you have any questions.